Thank you for being here with us. The truth is, the only reason we invited you is because we're trying to get a slot in one of your restaurants.
Plain Jan. We're trying to get into. Cindy, don't stop laughing, Cindy. It's booked up for like 5 years in advance.
No, it's not that bad. But I'll just take your number afterwards.
Please do. Did you hear that? Cindy, you laugh, but it's true. It's serious.
5-year waiting list.
Yeah. You wait forever.
No, it's not 5 years. It's 3 months, but we only take bookings 3 months in advance.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so if we ask now, then we're good for like next week.
I'm the worst at reservations. People keep asking me, Jan, can you
course.
help me with a reservation? And then I promise them things, and then they arrive at the door, and I'm in trouble.
The thing is, people ask Jan obviously because he's the chef, right?
Correct.
It's his restaurant. His name is on the door.
Yeah.
But the reality is, this man is busy. He's busy making books. He's busy making TV shows. He's busy running restaurants across the world.
It's like asking a DJ to come play at your birthday party just because you know them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They have
And then you
actual
say
bookings.
yes, and then you wait for them, and then they never arrive.
Jan, but it's been quite a journey for you. I mean, you started cooking young. Your father was a farmer, but really your cooking came from your grandmother and your mother. You could have gone either way. Why did you decide to go the foodie way?
Yeah, I was kind of supposed to be on the tractor
Yes.
and farming and that stuff, but I did rather cook with my mother and grandmother. They taught me a lot about cooking. I wouldn't say always the best. I mean, it was like really, really good food.
Yeah.
But after like 10 years of studying and working in the industry, I realized, damn, that wasn't good pancakes.
That's not how you make them.
but that doesn't say it was best pancakes.
Yeah.
You know, so I think anything we grow up with kind of puts us down and earth grounds us. That's
Is the farm still there? It's in Mpumalanga, right?
Mpumalanga.
Do you guys still farm there?
Yeah, my sister does.
Okay. What did your mother and grandmother cook for you? Like, what's the one meal that like sticks out in your mind?
My mom has a kind of a knorr bag, opened, little
Oh,
knorr bag.
heck.
Do you not
Yeah,
judge?
open and throw it.
Do not judge us mothers cooking out of a knorr bag every night.
Just for everybody out there to know, I'm surrounded by people here, and
Yes.
they're all like lions, and I'm in this cage.
Is anyone brave enough to cook for you?
They do, but they always try to go too fancy. They like zhuzh things up, and
Oh
they,
no.
I'm a normal person.
Oh no,
please.
that's not a good sign for me.
No, it's not a
because-
good sign for us. Huh?
Yeah, Frankie and I are competing to see which dish Jan will like the most.
Yeah, because we've never had the opportunity to cook for a Michelin-starred
No,
chef.
no.
And we've always wondered what it would be like. What would a Michelin-star chef say about the food?
Yes.
So we've done this. Jackson, his eyes are like, what are you guys doing?
Are you going to make this man eat it?
Yeah, he's going to eat his.
I'm
It's
so
good. Well, I'll speak for myself anyway.
Mine is exceptional.
What is a Michelin star chef?
So we, as a restaurant, got the accreditation 6-7 years ago, and it's pretty much just Michelin, which is the tire company. They go around. It was in 1923. They selected a few restaurants, and they said these guys are really good. It's worth a journey, or wherever you can stay over, you can eat.
Yeah.
And then this book started becoming like the Bible of restaurants. And when I opened Jan in France, I never realized that even existed.
Yeah.
I was like, and what's the chance even to be in it?
Yeah.
And then I got this call, and it was just like, you and your restaurant, you guys got the Michelin star.
And you're one of the first South Africans to do that.
I know.
So
I was really
what
proud.
makes Jan? Because I know that with Michelin they look at it's the venue itself, it's the location, it's more than just the food, it's the experience
Yeah,
of going.
I mean, location, totally not. Because I can promise you, when I opened Jan, I looked for the cheapest little hole in the wall, which I
Yeah.
could afford. And we've got a 20-seater in an old garage, which we renovated. And so location not. I never trust restaurants which is in the most incredible locations. Because
Why?
that can really take over the food very quickly. So you kind of, by
So
looking and sitting there, you can kind of feel that
So you find like the dodgiest places, which is like the dodgy dining we do, right? So you
Well,
find the dodgiest places have the
exactly.
best food.
I mean, there's so many Michelin restaurants, street food. So it doesn't have to be sitting fine dine, napkin over the lap and all that stuff.
How did you get from Mpumalanga and end up in France?
Yeah.
How many hours do we have? A lot of French swear words and a lot of wine. It was I worked for Elle magazine. I was the food editor in South
wow.
Africa, and then they sent me over to Paris, and then my Paris journey started.
And I mean, how's the reception of your food? Because it's two completely
It's
different
great.
palates, right?
Yeah, France is incredible. Jan in France is even more booked than Klein Jan.
Wow.
And you won't believe it. About 80% of our clients is South Africans.
Okay.
So it's like a pilgrimage for them. They just come back home. Meanwhile, they're coming to France, eating bobotie. And so it's really fun.
So wait, hang on. So people book flights from here to go eat bobotie in France. Is that what you're saying?
Have you tasted my bobotie?
No, I haven't.
We'd
I'm
love
not
to.
judging, I'm just saying.
Frankie, be nice. Remember what's happening after this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's why I'm saying nothing. I'm saying absolutely nothing. We're hanging out with world-class Michelin-star chef Jan-Hendrik Thando Thabethe. Me and Frankie have cooked for him as well. What are you judging us on, Jan?
So I've recently joined the Eat Out panel, which is literally we're lifting up restaurants back in South Africa again, and I'm just going to use the same criteria.
Which is?
Welcoming me, friendly, like attentive
Okay, I've
service.
already gotten that one.
Okay, yeah, we've done well. No, we've done well.
I have to say, the security lady at the below, she shot me with the sanitizer in the eye.
Oh no!
So very nice welcome.
It's the ultimate cook-off. It's me up against Frankie with Jan judging next. He is a world-class Michelin-star chef and with restaurants really all over the world. You've got Jan in France and Maria is a part of Jan. You were explaining off air.
Exactly. So all over the world sounds really
That's
smart.
how you must say it.
It's the truth.
I mean,
But
it
it's-
is the truth.
It's France and South Africa.
Yeah,
It's
that's still
like-
all over the world. There's
so-
more than one place.
So Maria's part of Jan. It's where people in the middle of the dining experience, they somehow just get taken over the street, and the streets
Okay.
are quite rough, and there's ladies walking with their dogs and stuff like that. And then we take them into this magical space, and that's a cheese room. And Maria's the name of my grandmother,
Yes.
who passed away, and it's you taste over 50 different cheese and all of her preserves. So all of her confit and jams and
Wow.
bread she baked was is served on that table.
That's so amazing.
That is insane.
And in Klein Jan in the Kalahari, that's the latest edition. We opened that exactly a year ago, and that's where we cook very, very local from all Kalahari ingredients. So ngabas, Kalahari truffles, springbok cucumbers, interesting things.
A
different
year
flavors.
a year ago was a very difficult time, I imagine, even for your business.
Yes.
How did you manage to stay afloat?
Thando, as I said earlier, I've turned into a super entrepreneurial business mind
Yeah.
person, and I've always been like that. I sold biscuits from my mother's Pijo, the back of her
Yes.
boot. And I think to survive a business and to keep it going, it was not all about the actual restaurant, but it was about the people, and the staff, because we were so close in the family. So we started new business divisions, like we started Jan the Journal, we started the Jan Academy, and all these businesses now has just taken off, and so we kept ourselves really, really busy.
That's amazing.
You also have a bunch of cookbooks that you've written.
Exactly, 3 cookbooks, and then we are
Shoo.
on volume 9 of the journal, Jan the Journal.
And then to add on to that, you are a judge at the Eat Out Awards.
So honored.
Over 500 restaurants. Frankie and I were wondering if you guys
Do you
go
go
to
to all
the
of them?
restaurants.
Do you go to every 500 is a lot, Jan?
Listen, if I show you my list, you guys will be so jealous.
How many?
Yesterday, breakfast, lunch, dinner. This morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Tomorrow, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Ah.
So it's amazing.
How much of the food do you actually eat?
You have to eat everything.
Frankie's like, sign me up.
No, I am there like a bear. I don't know if I'd be a good judge.
You're going to
of
look
the
like a
food.
bear. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
What are the criteria for the restaurants that have entered?
Thando, it's incredible. It's a new time for Eat Out, and I think seeing that the restaurant industry struggled so much over the past 2 years, we've really looked at the whole judging system, and rather than to judge the restaurants, we actually just giving them more feedback, and we actually, instead of also giving them a rating, we're rating them now rather than ranking them. So we'd say there's not 1 to 10 best restaurants in South Africa. We'll work on a 1, 2, or 3 plates or stars or something like that.
Okay.
So then that gives more restaurants across South Africa the chance to actually be on the spotlight.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple criteria. It's quality. So know where your product comes from. Don't try to, I don't want to use the word, but don't try to fool your customers.
Okay.
The moment you put something in front of somebody, make sure it's transparent and that it's that it's good quality. And by doing that, you're also supporting the local communities and the local farmers, and it all just plays back into really building up the industry. Then there's so many things. This texture, it's the plate. Is it warm? Is there seasoning needed? Guys, just so you all know, I'm looking and it's just Tupperware everywhere.
What did you expect?
At least it's single-use plastic.
Can you warm up a paper plate in the microwave?
No, I brought a plate. I don't know about you, Frankie.
I didn't bring a plate.
See, Frankie's not focused.
Are you competitive?
Extremely.
Oh my
So
God.
I brought my plates. I'm going to go warm it up as soon as we play a song. But continue. What else? Warm plates?
Seasonality, super important.
Okay.
Like, don't serve us asparagus in the middle of the winter.
Oh.
It's just, or strawberries, it's like, find the season, and that is the simplest thing, but it's the biggest score point.
Yeah.
It's just cook within the seasons, and again, that way you help the farmers and all the producers. Then it's texture, it's flavor, it's balance. Does the menu actually work? Do you feel good when you leave? And then we start moving over to the service side. How was the service? The way to know the menu? Do they know the dishes? Do they know the compilation? Was the explanation good? The wine list?
Yes.
Etc. Etc.
These are all very important because how many of us actually go and eat out to see what restaurants to check out?
No,
right?
a lot of people do this all the time. I mean, if you get ranked on Eat Out, you know that you're going
Yes.
to a decent restaurant. You have a certain expectation that goes with it. It's wonderful.
Okay, we'll find out how decent our cooking is. It's Frankie versus me as Jan judges the best dish. Next.
No, it's not bad. I know.
And it is delicious.
Wow, you guys.
He's taking one bite now. He's eaten the individual elements. Now he's going for a bite
Put
with
together.
everything together to see what the balance is like.
Jan, it is time for the verdict.
It's not been easy.
It's a tough one today. Huh?
It's a tough one. I think it's two different meals at all, totally different. If I would imagine myself that's two different restaurants,
Yeah.
and I think that's really important that we just bring
Put
that
it out there.
Put it out there. Thando, I think your presentation takes by far the golden trophy.
Thank you so much.
Your salmon is slightly overcooked.
Overcooked.
Crispy skin would have been really nice.
Shut up.
You want the salmon to be slightly pink in the middle.
I mean, how do I get that right? Because you put it in the oven.
Super hot pan, just sear skin side first.
Okay.
And then just flip it for the last few seconds.
Okay.
People often overcook fish, I think, because we're so used to, like when it's meat, we want to make sure that's cooked.
Yes.
Whereas fish cooks so quickly.
Yes.
But then again, you did transport it for how far?
Yeah,
to
for
get
many
this
hours.
morning, for many hours, and it's been waiting. The garnish is really nice. I think you are on the verge of going fine dine with your plate almost.
Yeah.
Or that's the style.
Yes.
And it just would have been perfect if you refined it with a final detail on top. Something
Like what?
A little greenery,
Garnish.
a little garnish, or just a fine tune to say this is my signature.
Okay.
Because that's what we look for. It's
Okay.
like a signature.
Okay.
From a mile away, if I look at a plate and I go, I can see that's Thando's salmon.
Okay.
That's the mission of any
Okay.
chef. Then yours, I would kind of, Frankie, the plastic knife and fork really brought
Well, it brought the idea of street food home, didn't
Okay,
it?
I get that.
Yeah.
Totally get that. It did brought the points kind of down as well.
Oh, okay.
I think the flavor made up for the texture and the bit of sogginess and the doughiness of your of the kind of-
roti.
the carrier, as we call them.
Yes.
I would go for Thando.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much.
And so, are you saying you'd have her dish again and not mine?
I would go back for hers and I would go back for yours, but hers
Yours is good
3
as
times.
well, Frankie. Yours was good. I
It was
tasted
good.
it. It was good. It was
Thank you.
good.
No, thank you,
I mean,
Jan.
not the best, but
Jan,
it was
it's been
good.
wonderful. Please,
Remember
if you
also,
can-
just you are just as good as your last plate. So this does not mean you can never win again.
That means just cook again, Frankie. Just cook again.
Jan, we got to say thank you, man. This has been amazing.
Time to help me here.
Jan, it has been incredible. I mean, I'm so glad you chose my dish, and I'll never forget it. Thank you for
that's
joining
amazing.
us this morning.
It's a pleasure.
And we hope to visit one of your restaurants really soon.
Yes, where can people find out more about the Jan restaurants?
So it's janonline.com.
Okay.
We have all the journals, our shop online, everything, and then the restaurant reservations. And I think just the big voice and message, people should go out and support restaurants. And it's a tough time. It's really still, restaurants are empty, and chefs, it's now the time to bring them up and really push it out there.
And then for the Eat Out Awards, where are we going to follow you on that?
Well, you can just go to Instagram and follow Eat Out Awards.
And where can people find you on Instagram?
I'm on Jan-Hendrik van der Westhuizen.
Lovely. I'll be looking out for some more food
Fantastic.
inspo for my budding cooking career.
I'll be posting these 2 photographs right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jan-Hendrik van der Westhuizen.
Thanks, guys.